here we are, just leaving. Mom dropped us off at the airport. Where are we going?
We are going to London.
London, and then Mom's gonna meet us in Paris. You ready, buddy? Oh yeah, let's do it. This is definitely a longer video, so you can skip through to what you guys like, but we just wanted to save some of these special memories of this trip to London and Paris. All right, here we are at the Detroit Metro Airport watching airplanes take off. Isaac's crawling around. Laura's trying to get a picture of him. Look at that face. Anyway, here we are waiting to see if we will make it on this flight. And we indeed did. Got seated here. Laura was able to get a more upgraded seat. And me and Isaac actually got a whole row to ourselves in the back. He's watching this video here and just enjoying this flight. All right, here we are, getting ready to take the train into London from Heathrow Airport. Teddington stop, right? Oh yeah.
Mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Yeah, they passed us, didn't they? Now, whenever we go on trips, yes, they do have Uber, both in London and in Paris. However, I do try to take the mass transit to just kind of get into the vibe of the area that we're visiting. However, sometimes Uber is the better choice, and we did resort to that in Paris. This is some of the amazing food at the hotel that let us check in early, and were so kind to us, especially since we had Isaac along with us. And then after grabbing some food, taking a quick nap, we went out to see some of the sights. Of course, Buckingham Palace was a must to go to, and the flag is flying. I think that means the king is in. Then I saw this helicopter coming in, so I definitely had to video that. Probably somebody important. They came in, landed, some people got out, and then they took back off. But look at these views. It's just nice to walk around this beautiful city with hundreds and hundreds of years of history, and it never ceases to amaze me. After doing some sightseeing, we found this nice little restaurant to grab some food and just enjoy. Went for a walk that evening, got this shot of Big Ben and of course the iconic double-decker buses before we stopped by the Thames and saw the Eye of London. I know this is literally some of the best camera work that you have ever seen in your life. However, I did want to keep it in the video just because it kind of gives a sense of you just walking through the subways, the tube, and it's a really fun experience. My buddy recommended we go to Harrods, and it did not disappoint. I was not planning to go to a store, but if ever you're in London, Harrods is a pretty amazing place, whether you're into fashion, clothes, into books, or whatever you can think of, even decorations from your house. I don't think I have a clip of that in here, but they literally have everything in this store, and you definitely have to hit up their chocolate side of things. Just delicious, amazing. We did buy a little bit of them here, and they have a whole section of fresh groceries where you can get smoothies and all kinds of great, good vegetables as well. First time in a double-decker bus here in London. Just left Harrods. Now we're headed back to the hotel. Wow. All right, here in London, right by Westminster Abbey. And Isaac is sound asleep. All right, about to go on a boat tour and then head up on the London Eye.
Westminster! Now because that was a palace, we did have some pretty famous kings and queens living in there. From King Canute, our one and only Viking king in the Anglo-Saxon times, all the way through to King Henry VIII in the Tudor times. He's the one who handed it over to medieval government, which created the very first Houses of Parliament to ratify the judgments given by the House of Commons. Then the House of Commons, these are our elected MPs. These are the ones that we see on the news normally, getting up to mischief and then having to apologise afterwards. Signs that will say, "Big Ben this way," in central London, and indeed on this boat. If you are going to stay overnight at the Belfast Zone, do make sure you pack yourself an extra blanket and even a pillow, as it will get very drafty.
Alright, we enjoyed a lovely tour down the Thames. Now, we're going to be heading up the Isle of London. We're way up there. What do you think, Isaac? Did you enjoy the boat ride? Was it fun? Yeah? He was crawling around most of the time.
Yeah,
what do you think? How do you like it?
It was great. It was really nice. Very nice.
Got to learn a lot of history. Get to see. You want to walk? Okay. There you go. Go for it. And he's off. If ever you find yourself in London, I would highly recommend this experience. It's just a great and unique way to see the city. The glass was pretty reflective when I was trying to film, but when you're actually there in person, it's pretty good. And this boy does not walk anywhere. It's run, 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 and I kind of love it. All right, about to get on our Uber boat. Head down to Tower Bridge. And no trip to London is complete without checking out Tower Bridge, not to confuse with London Bridge, which is a pretty plain looking bridge. This is the first time I actually have seen it going up to allow a boat to go underneath, so it was kind of neat to see this bridge in action. Then we found this great little pasta place not far from the bridge, and after a very cold day of walking around, it was nice to get some comfort food in the system. The very next day. All right, gonna be heading to the train. Catch that train to Paris, but first, gonna stop and get some coffee. How are we doing back there?
We're going.
We're going. This little guy decided he doesn't want to walk anymore. Right, Isaac? Gonna walk? No. He doesn't want to walk. So we get to carry him. Fun. One of my goals in London was to stop by the roasting plant and get a coffee. Very first time I went to the roasting plant was in Detroit. I also have visited the one in New York City. I have plans to visit the one in DC, but to hit this one up in London was just perfect. All right, hot chocolate for Laura, Americano for Mark, and we got a penny for Isaac. All right. I took Isaac to the roasting plant in Detroit, and now we're here at the roasting plant in London. How about that, Isaac? He's enjoying Mom's hot chocolate, and he keeps rolling the penny. It's a fun game, I guess.
You cheese?
Is that good?
Can you cheese?
Yeah. Of course, we could have just jumped on a quick flight over to Paris from London, but we'd never taken the train and wanted that experience. And honestly, I can say it was quite fun until... All right, current situation. Apparently our train hit something. So, here we are. They said maybe 3 hours. Just waiting for the restroom to open up so we can change little Isaac. He's just taking a quick nap. I will say that the nice large bathroom for changing children is nice, good size, plenty of room. And Isaac just ran over and touched the alarm, but we've talked to him and let him know that we are all okay. Don't do that again. All right. After a less than uneventful ride, we have finally made it to
Patty.
Paris. So yeah, unfortunately, was not the best ride on the train, and even a worse night for somebody else. But we have made it safe and sound, and we're gonna find our way to the hotel hopefully soon. You wanna walk? All right, here we go. We're off to the races again. We've got Isaac on the run again, joined by Grandma and Mommy in the back. Oh, and we're gonna check out some movies. One of my friends actually recommended this cafe not far from Notre Dame, and it was spot on and perfect. What a fabulous little place to dine. What'd you think, Isaac? Is it pretty good? Yeah, you're just gonna fall asleep. Yeah. Okay. Pretty incredible here at Notre Dame. Last time I was here was in 2017, back before the fire. So a lot of construction going on still. Hopefully in a few years it'll be restored to its glory. You wanna go walking? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. And of course we had to stop by the Louvre, check things out, and Isaac was full of energy still. If you look down there to the bottom left of the screen, you'll see the countdown for the Olympics coming. All right, here we go. Heading in after 7 years. Hello. Good to see you. This is a great little pizza spot not that far from the Eiffel Tower, and it was just amazing. It's expanded quite a bit since last time, but still great service. This is actually my first time going up in the Eiffel Tower. There's the Arc de Triomphe. And of course you could see just, unlimited amounts of places that you could be talking about, because you can see Paris so well from up there. It was so incredible and definitely worth it. And we ended up taking this elevator down. Just still amazes me the architectural design of this, and the fact that this was supposed to just be a temporary structure for one of the world fairs is pretty crazy, and now it's such an iconic part of this city. Of course, there's a couple Christmas markets going on as it is December and Christmas is nearing. This is also a place of a center where they're kind of advertising for the upcoming Olympics as well. Got a closer view of the Arc de Triomphe as we went out for a walk. This was pretty close to our hotel, and we decided to go check things out. Even though a lot of the stores were closed, all the lights were still pretty bright and just a lot of fun scenery. Then it was off to the airport where we did some plane spotting, hanging out, and getting ready for our trip back to the USA. Isaac found a friend to play with, and of course I'm just checking out this beauty of an aircraft. Who knows, in the coming months, maybe I'll be able to throw in my bid and start doing this kind of flying as well, but we'll see. The important thing is we all got a seat back to the USA. Hopefully you have enjoyed our little adventure, and maybe I'll see you on a trip soon.